one thing I'm doing with the drain is I trim the side here, so it didn't overlap. Before it was overlapping a lot and it was hitting here. So I trimmed it to the proper size. Now I'm about to Dremel it out so that you see how it's like overlapping inside there. You see the side of the, you see inside the ring around it. I'm gonna open it so it's just open so oil doesn't touch it, because eventually the oil will probably deteriorate that and it will fall down in, right? And then maybe oil might get underneath it and seep. So I'm just gonna, you know, bore it out a bit. So I already started, just, you know, keep going at it slowly. Step, step. Alright, it's not too shabby. Just clean up the ends with a little scissors and a knife or a razor, and I'm just, you know, there we go. Let's get back to putting this thing on. Alright, so braided line. Same as doing like the dash line lines that we did. You guys seen the other video. If you haven't seen it, go back, you know, watch it again. But same process, yo. Let's get this line, everything together. I'm gonna tighten it up. Then I'll tighten the clock, because I just loosened it up, tighten all ones just to get it lined up where I wanted it. And then I'll tighten it back. So that's where we're at right now.
I love you.
I love you too, baby. Alright, so we finished with this. This was mad tight, but I got it to be able to get tightened all the way. Alright, clearance. Gaskets in there nice and flush. Put some Loctite on these bolts. And then we're just gonna run this back real quick.
Can I get down?
You get down? Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my Barbie.
But let me go bathe my girls first. And then I'll get back to this. Alright, so turbo's back on. I had to clock it twice. So the first time I had to clock it because the drain, which is down there, was touching one of the bolts. Second time, it was touching here. And then the original time I had to do it. So 3 times I had to clock this thing just to make sure that everything's clearing. So now it's back on mounted, cleared. I just retightened the bolts, make sure all the mounts are where they're supposed to be. So that should be the proper angle that the turbo is gonna have to be ran at for the piping when fabrication time comes. I'm gonna go underneath the car now and make sure that the drain actually gets to where it needs to be. So I want to make sure that it doesn't really have a lot of bends, but it drops good. So what I end up having to, you know, let me go underneath the car and show you guys what I'm talking about. All right. So here's the drain now. So what I end up doing is I ran the line through or right under the T bracket, as you can see. So it just has like a swoop straight, you know, passage, and it's right to the inlet. So hopefully I can get it to touch it without putting a mount on, without a lot of strain on it. And of course it doesn't. So there we are right there. Alright, so I end up having it. I had it coming through the T bracket initially. I ended up having to run it above because it was too, it wouldn't make it. It would make it to like where it is right now and wouldn't touch it. So now that I have it over there, like right over the T bracket, it comes and it gets to it. It's tight, as in like, let me see if I can show you guys. Alright, so what we gotta do? You gotta literally like pull it, bring this down, catch it by a little bit of threads first. You gotta make sure that you're hitting it with the right angle so you're not stripping it, you know? That's literally how I felt it out last time I got it. Let me see. when you catch it, then you know like where you're at. So I caught it now. So now it's just like, hold on. Yeah, see? Let's put it a little bit. It catches nice. What's going on? And it's tight, you know. So the good thing about this is that it can't even really flex. Like, look at that. There's no play. So it's like it can't even go and hit this if it wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy with that because you guys know that shit's gonna spin like that, right? So yeah, guess I could fasten this down and leave it like that. It should be all right. But yeah, yeah. So the turbo with the drain is on. And I'll get you guys under there so you can see exactly the angle. The angle that it goes, I have like straight down, which ain't bad, you know. So now that's that way, it comes straight down, right? And yeah, so pretty much. Oh man, I had to take the lines back off again because I thought I was gonna take it all the way out, but put these lines back on, and that's where we're gonna finish that off. So we're on the road to getting this thing started. Like I said, man, rad hoses got done. I'm underneath the car so I can show you. I think I got it. I mean, unless I already showed you guys how the bottom one is. But made those some cane tire. Now we're just getting the turbo stuff buttoned up so that we have everything on, and then I'm just trucking along to get stuff going for first startup. Right? Probably putting back on the catch can since I made this kind of bracket for the harness with the seal and stuff like that. And then I put back on the catch can. I wanted to get that first so that I had all the wires ran, everything. And I also wired the sub because I didn't want to have to do that later on. So that's there, right? And then yeah, I put the catch can back on, put these back on, and then I have to take some pictures because what's next after that I'm pretty sure is just wiring, button up a little stuff here and there, and yeah, button up a little bit of stuff here and there, and then fabrication, right? So yeah, man, y'all see it. That's how the turbo manifold looks. I don't know if I ever showed you guys like full in depth. That's a Smuck built top mount turbo manifold. I know a lot of people go with the sidewinders, but from the jump I knew that I did not want to go that route, so I just stuck to the plan, you know. That's how it looks. It's a very beautiful manifold. You know, it might give you a little bit of problems with where you want stuff. Like if you want your battery here, that's a definite no. If you want to, I mean, it is if you want to do like a hood exit, but I ain't doing no hood exit, bro. This is getting recycled full exhaust probably. So yeah. So little stuff we're chopping away at. Got my new Recaros in there. But yeah, this little stuff, yo, made that. Alright. To clean back up the interior after I redid. I took all this stuff out, I had to put it back in, clean up everything that I had there again. Now everything is like in there properly, not moving again, right? You know? I got a homeboy that's in need of some help, so he kind of needs these brackets right here. The shock brackets that I have, and those are discontinues, but he needs those. So alright, so these are set. Pretty much took them off, made sure that the distance from here and here and blah 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 is all the same on both sides. So I'm ready to install the new parts that I got. Alright, so ready to install the new parts. I don't know if I even showed y'all, but so I picked up Project Kick lug nuts, short ones. You know, I don't have no extended lug studs or nothing like that, so I just went with the ones that are gonna look nice flush with the wheel. Right, so those came to fix my suspension problem, because I've been having problems all week with the height in the rear. Wasn't happy with it, so I just ended up switching it up, and now I'm going with the Hub City LCAs on my car, right? And that will allow me to run the full K2 shock sleeve and everything on the coilover, right? So don't have to switch it to no other bracket or anything. Don't have a problem with the S1 kit or nothing like that. It's just the height and what I want. It didn't work out. So you guys see this, instead of having the stock sleeve like that, this is what is used for the S1 kit, and it just wasn't working out for me. So I ended up getting those, but I'm gonna keep these for when I these are the billet forks. Super nice. Woo! I'm gonna keep these for when if I go with a bigger tire in the future, then I have those right there. Also picked up, since we're on the route of breaking in the motor. All right, feel me? We got that, and for the trans and the diff, feel me? That's where we at. So we got about like 10 liters of brake-in oil, and then the stuff for the diff, right? But I gotta make a spacer and stuff for the rear to get the right distance to shift everything. So let me just do all that, then I could probably just show you guys when it's all said and done, you know? I'm gonna get to work. For anyone who doesn't know where LCA stand, they go across from there to the actual hub assembly. Huh? So the spacer I had to make is that spacer right there, so it keeps it notched, so I have my space right there from the axle. Some coilovers, like I think it's like EK, EG, they're different, so some of them have like spacers on both sides they give you. So I just eliminated the one on this side and made my own length on this side. See what I'm saying? But yeah, it's done. Put it down and see where we're at. Alright, so suspension's all mocked up. Bolts are torqued to spec, so now I'm gonna throw the tires on and make sure that it's sitting at the height that I want it at, a comfortable height. I'm pretty sure it's the lowest it can go right now with how stuff is, so we're just gonna drop it and see. And I tell y'all, it wasn't like that before. Well, we go where we at now. Yes, sir. You gonna keep it like that. Make sure that make sure that the gap's there still. Yeah, we good. The other side. Yeah, we good. Yeah, we Gucci, yo. Come now. Come. I want it. Why is it on your head? We made this flower bed over the weekend. And let's say Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Say it, baby.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
Alright. So we built this out one evening. We got that one there, that one there. This is a side note for y'all. Kids playing in it, but
Happy Mother's
wifey.
Day.
Say it.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Sister's Day.
Oh man. Yeah, that's where the car is sitting now. I'm very happy with that height compared to how it was before. And yeah. Alright, yo, another thing that I'm tampering with while I sit down and eat some food. Sitting down eating food and spaghetti. I'm doing the depinning for the Haltech dash. Set of the buttons there. That's for the display. And then I'm gonna mess around. In the Haltech Elite 1500. I gotta do the pinning for the DTM4 connector. All right. That, and these. So I'm on to that next. So after I get this done, then I could probably just put the dash in and have it settled in. Weather's nice, I say, you know what? Let me get the diff and the trans filled up. So that's what we're doing right now. Getting the fluid in here. And, fill up the transmission and fill up the differential. While I borrowed this pump from my bro Snoop, feel me? So yeah. But now the diff and the transmission are all filled. And side note, so on top of y'all seen I got the lugs. So where the lugs at? Oh, they're right here. But before I button up those and put those on, I need to get the tie rods. If you guys can see, like, let's play. Hope you guys can hear that. Just play on the 2 outer tie rods. So definitely gonna have to change those out before I look at that one. Me bumba So yeah, I'm gonna get those 2. I gotta run to the bees. I'm gonna be in the bee this weekend, so I'm gonna run to the bees, get those. Sorry, get those for it, and then as soon as I come put those on, I'm gonna throw the lug nuts on now. Outer tie rods, that's just wastegate and blow off. Strut bar got picked up. Look at that. Looking all nice and so you guys already know where I get my stuff at. Rice Rocket. Them boys, you know. They be the ones that be giving me all the nice candy for the whip. You know, let me just find there we go, the brackets are there. Done in a nice black. So you take those out of that. And yeah, let me get inside. I'm about to get these on right now. New outer tie rods are on. Feel me? Wifey outside watching the dogs. Kids are playing. Let's enjoy this Sunday, shall we, guys? Boom. suited nicely, man. I can't even lie. That's wrapping up my day. So yeah. That's where we at on this thing, man. Just gonna leave it there. Wrap it up. I'm trying to get good with this algorithm shit. But yeah, man. Lugs are on. Outer tie rods are on. Strut bars on. Alright. Loving the height of this thing. Ooh. Yes, sir. Come on. Yeah, I was so back and forth with putting a spoiler on this thing too, by the way, you know. But I think I'm just gonna leave it natural with the body lines. The duck bill, like, you know when you see something and it's like you're looking at it and you like it, but it's just something off about it. That's kind of how I feel about the spoiler that I had in mind to get for this. So I just said, you know what? Just gonna leave it with no spoiler. I am gonna get the front splitter for it, and then that's gonna be probably the finishing look for the car. Y'all see that when I get it, right? Anyways, yo, peace out, y'all. Yo, like, comment, subscribe. And I'm gonna keep what I can going, you know? Money board's getting overloaded. It is what it is, though. Enjoy the weekend, y'all.